Just you and me stuck in the allotments again.
You're just us again. This is what it's gonna be, isn't it?
Locked in the potting shed.
Yeah. 20 odd years time, it'll be us locked in a potting shed still doing a podcast.
Yeah. The pot.
Everyone's forgotten about us except maybe Pantstall.
The podding shed. Pantstall's just pressed up against the window outside.
Yeah, we don't even have a microphone or any equipment. We're just sat in the potting shed talking as a podcast.
The podding shed.
The potting shed.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Like instead of leaving comments, you could just like write on the dust on the outside of the window, but in a mirror image, obviously.
Yeah. You'd have to pick up that skill if he doesn't already have it.
Well, anyway,
Oh,
so it's us. Hello.
it's us. Hello.
It's time for Teletubbies, but first
Time
inaudible.
for Teletubbies. I mean, speaking of Teletubbies, I have added it back in, but
You've added it back into what? Your brain
added
chip?
Back into the craft.
Oh,
The
okay,
server.
okay.
Yeah. I don't know if we want to speak about that now. This isn't the point. Go
We've got
back.
nothing else to talk about, have we? What was the? I did think I was editing it the other day, and something occurred to me that we could have taken out. I can't remember what it was. I don't think we mentioned it at the time.
Oh, what Oh,
Yeah, let me have a look at what mods we got in there.
yeah. Because I don't know how many there were in there now, but we've got 60 files in there now, and I've got a couple more I'm gonna test out.
You can watch this oft mentioned today Minecraft series, Christian444 on YouTube. Oh, I clicked play instead of just clicking on the fucking thing. There we go. Right. What one was it? Let me see. Oh, rats. It was rats.
Rats, I've
Do
got
we need
rid
rats?
of.
Oh,
I've got rid of it already.
Okay.
Gone.
Cool. That was
In
it.
the bin. Ditched
was-
our NHS. It's
That
fine.
was so long NHS. I don't think that one is. I don't think us talking about the NHS is uploaded yet. So that's like a prequel, a preview rather.
Oh. But yeah.
All right, cool.
I did record the final video on the server with my solo one.
Oh.
And the introduction was basically a letter from you telling me to pack all my stuff as you have done with Richard, putting him back in the box. Something along those lines.
Richard and packing, two things that go together.
Yeah.
So we've
Coincidentally.
So we've heard. That's what it's doing at the moment.
Yeah. I had a giggle when you mentioned packing himself as well. Yeah. So you've packed Richard and Copper San back into the box and moved off to new dimensions.
What about Two Birds? Is he coming with us?
Oh shit, I forgot about Two Birds. Have we all forgot about Two Birds? We've all gone and left Two Birds behind.
We just left
that might just have to be canon now.
Like the house is all I'm just imagining Privet Drive for some reason. The house is all empty, you know, when all the Dursleys leave. And there's just like a three-legged stool just in the middle of the living room, and he's just sat on it like with a suitcase on his lap, like, oh, I'm sure they'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, he's just baby and Amy ponding it out in the garden.
Yeah.
Not baby, but yeah, kid Amy pond out in the garden with a little lunchbox suitcase. Well, no, that world's been destroyed now, so Two Birds went with it.
Oh shit! It's just like the end of Warhammer Fantasy.
Yeah.
just like that.
Yeah. So anything interesting I've added? Akashic Tome.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Supposedly lets us put all our books into just one book.
Yeah.
Which I figured would come in handy.
Yeah. Although I have only ever used one book anyway, just the IE one, but I will agree.
I know. Oh,
I will agree with your points.
Okay. So it doesn't get rid of the book when you use it. Maybe. I was going to say it would just save us having an abundance of books all the time.
I think. Oh, does it just give you a book that has all of your books in it originally?
I don't know.
Or do you have to put a book inside it? I don't know. We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, there's only one way to.
Yeah.
The server loads and I can get onto it with it still in. That's all I checked.
Cool.
Will it load? Can I log in? Anything else interesting to you? Extra golems. We'll have a few more golems knocking about. I do want to.
Like iron golems.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Thumbcraft
actually,
golems. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Is it in here? Have I managed to add it, or did it not work? There was a golem one, but it was like you get mini golem pets that mine for you.
I'm sure that's Thumbcraft, unless they've spun it off into a different mod. Like a standalone golem mod.
Maybe they just had their own standalone things.
Because Thumbcraft is quite fun. It's what do you remember when we played you, me, and Rich back when he was still with us, God rest his soul.
I did the head cross for the benefit of the tape.
We played and we ended up calling it New Zealand because there was like 2 islands next to each other, and I was carving out like a basement in the dungeon. Yeah. I started doing Thumbcraft. I was just getting into it, and then we never carried that on.
Oh.
But anyway,
minor golems is the one I was on about.
Okay,
you just get like little mini golems, and you can send them off to do mining for you. Apparently,
so I'm guessing that must.
We could just send them off to do things whilst we do things.
That's really cool, actually, because that was a really quirky, fun thing about Thumbcraft, and I guess someone was like, "I love these golems, but I can't be arsed pissing about with Thumbcraft." That's
no,
fair
enough. There was monster totems. Where if we build, I think the only the default totems are for default mobs, but if you build a master totem, it works for all mobs, and it can stop mobs spawning in a certain area.
I bet legs.
Goodbye,
still
legs.
I bet they still spawn. Should I put that in my envelope?
Yeah, well, we've got it here now, folks. So there's only one way to find out, I guess. Never update backport. Which I'm guessing will just update our never.
If you just added it and you don't know what it is.
From what I know,
never update backport. Right, okay.
Yeah,
I completely misunderstood almost every word of that phrase.
Okay.
I thought it was like teleporting backwards or something, like the faster turn switch.
No. Backport.
Yeah.
Update for the never.
So actually,
I assume.
Yeah. That you understand it just from what it's called. Yeah. Sorry about
that. Yeah. I added the storage drawers you wanted.
Oh, thank you.
Actually, something you will be interested in. We've got immersive engineering, we've got immersive railroading, and I've chucked in a bunch of other immersive bollocks that was in the list. Not on the list, but it was just there when I searched immersive engineering.
Not all of them are very good, I have to say, but that's why I didn't ask for them.
Oh well, they're in there. We where are they? Immersive post.
That's good. I asked for that one. Yeah.
Immersive petroleum.
That's the brilliant one as well.
Immersive intelligence.
Nope.
Nope. Immersive cables.
Don't know.
Okay, so I got 2 out of 4. Okay. The others are just there, I guess. It doesn't matter. They won't cause any problems, I doubt, will they? I mean, if they do, and you find out they do, I can remove them.
Immersive cables is to connect the power network to other machines from other mods.
Okay, so maybe not.
It won't affect anything. We just probably won't end up using it.
Yeah,
that's why I haven't heard of it. I've only ever played IE by itself.
SG Craft, Stargate Craft.
Oh,
I did, which I know Rich recommended quite a while back, but for some reason, the older servers, or it might have just been my computer at the time, couldn't handle it.
Okay.
And I get that just makes portals that we can just pop about in. Yeah. I haven't watched Stargate, okay, but
I've seen the film and it's got one of the best theme tunes of any film ever.
It seems sci-fi interesting, so Tinker's Construct, Teletubbies are back in, a Legend of Zelda mod.
Oh,
which just adds a few Zelda bits, and I think makes a new biome.
Okay.
So I've got it open in Vile, that Vilezilla.
Oh,
So it hasn't got really much any sort of order or anything. I mean,
the
not
Vile
order,
Villa.
but it's like it hasn't got any kind of picture. So I'm here leaning in, having to read each individual one. Lost Cities, because we never actually got round to that, and I think it's just as a spare dimension.
Yeah, I don't actually know what that does. I'm googling it.
I think it just makes a dimension that's based on a city.
Oh,
Or
it's
an
a whole
abandoned
dimension.
city. I believe so. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it allows the player to create in an old abandoned city instead of the normal overworld. So you have to choose it as your world type when you spawn it.
Well, I spawned in a normal Minecraft world, so I'm guessing it's set as another dimension.
No, I'm literally just reading the description. You have to, when you create your world, you can select Lost Cities as your world type. It's not another dimension; it's a type of world.
Okay, so if I don't, okay, so well, it's there. And I swear we had it.
I just read down the rest of the list. Note that there is also a dimension that you can travel to. There we are.
There we go. I was going to say, I swear we've had it in before and we've travelled there once for like 2 minutes and then we got back in our TARDISes and went to another one.
I don't even remember.
That's why. Obviously, Kamen Rider.
Pretty cool. We can make like our little Titwood Tower in a Lost Cities, like Canary Wharf.
Oh yeah. Oh, should we move to the Lost Cities, or that'd be a bit awkward coming back? If we set up a Stargate portal, maybe.
Yeah.
So we can come back and forth to the overworld easy without worrying about getting in a TARDIS.
It looks like the dimension is literally just the overworld with different biomes and everything. It's just got Lost Cities on top of it.
Oh, I don't know. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
The server loads and I can log in. That is all I checked. Oh. Yeah, they're the ones that I've definitely added. I can't see anything else. Erebus just makes a new dimension again.
Oh.
Bountiful, which makes like bounty posts, so you can exchange like materials for like reward ores.
Oh yeah.
Just if we get like an abundance of like furs we don't need or whatever, and there's a reward there for diamonds or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just trying to flesh out our world.
Oh. It's the flash noise.
Yeah, and then I think the same guy that made the furniture mod we've already got in there has made a load of other sort of just aesthetically pleasing mods that I was going to see if I could try and chuck in.
Cool. Let's see. He's got backpacker, catalog, device mod, furniture mod, gun mod. Configured is a really good mod actually, though it doesn't look like it's on 1.12.
Oh. Actually, there was a mod, I think. I don't know if I managed to get it in there, and I can't bother to open the thing back up.
I meant controllable, sorry, not configured.
I think there was one that just like made sleeping bags, so we could sleep anytime, anywhere, without affecting spawn points.
Okay. I mean, if we've learned one thing today, is that I don't know, I have a clue what I'm talking about. I don't mean controllable either. I can't remember. There's a mod where basically you can search for key bindings and stuff on the keybind menu to save you having to look through the whole list to find duplicate ones and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, there you are. That was fun, wasn't it?
Ones I want to try and see what might happen could possibly go in. Uppers, which I think makes hoppers point upwards if you wish to.
Oh. Up yours, gravity.
That could be something you could possibly want at some point, just with all your technical machines.
In this house, we obey the laws of physics.
Doggy talents, which just makes dogs do more. Large ore deposits, which just makes larger ore deposits around the world.
I'm immediately saying yes to that. I don't care what the consequences are.
There was just some aesthetic ones, like villagers get names, Back tools puts the last tool you used on your back when you're not using it. There's one experience from harvesting.
Oh, cool.
So we'd get experience from crops.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fence overhaul, so you could do diagonal fences.
Oh. Diagonal in Minecraft?
I think there was one more buckets, but I don't know what buckets were in it. I wanted to have a look into it. And that's about it.
Cool.
And then, all the Mr. Crayfish and Furniture Guy mod people things.
Excellent. It's going to be good.
That's my Minecrafty update.
They're going to taste great.
I mean, we're the only two people in the universe who seem to care about the server, so...
Yeah. Don't forget to check out Christian444 on YouTube.
Yeah. Or my solo series on TS Games.
Yes, sorry, yeah, I forgot about that
Not
one.
TS Games, it's a TS game on TS Reactions.
Reaction.
Ignore me. It used to be TS Games many moons ago.
Oh.
I slipped. The old age is kicking in. I slipped back a couple of years.
I have just uploaded episode 23 of our little series, Catch 2308.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll have to open him in a new tab.
Yeah.
Remind me to watch him. Watch him.
Boichi.
Watch him. You know watch him.
I know watch him.
Mr. Old Watch him.
He works at the cannery.
Yeah.
Putting squid into cans.
Can he though?
You'll have to ask his manager.
Get that silence.
I really couldn't think of another pun to go with that.
Oh. Well, there is a little bit of news out in the world.
Oh, the real world? Ugh.
Kind of the film world.
Oh, is it about Spider-Man Far From Home?
Yeah. It's a shame the one person who's been banging on about it for the past year or so isn't here, Alex. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, I heard that.
Looks interesting. Looks good.
I ain't seen it yet. I saw something that I thought had Doctor Strange on it, and I didn't know if that was clickbait or not.
No, Doctor Strange is in it. It is in it. Do you mind spoilers?
No, I don't mind.
No,
I'm probably never going to see this film.
I will say it looks interesting.
I've got nothing against it. I'm just probably never going to see it.
No, fair. Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen the second MCU Spider-Man film with the. Do you know Mysterio?
Fishbowl head with the fishbowl. Yeah.
I
always quite liked his design actually.
Yeah, he's very good from the comics as well. But I haven't watched that one yet. But this third one does look interesting.
I did see, actually, I say never, that's a bit of an overstatement, because if it's ever on, like, telly over Christmas or something, I probably will, because the first of these Spider-Man films was on...
Yeah.
I think it was on BBC last Christmas, and so I watched it then, and that's where... And I did like that one. So maybe I'll see it one day. But that's why I don't mind spoilers.
But... Alex was right. They're definitely getting people from the older Spider-Man films in. The only one that's been confirmed in the trailer is Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2.
Oh, I thought you meant the actors.
Yeah, no, it's the same actor.
Same. Oh, cool.
Same actor's back playing Doc Ock again. And that bit, I will say, that's the one bit in the trailer that actually kind of gave me little tingles. Because he sort of... He says, "Hello, Peter," and you recognise the voice, and it's just like, ooh, I didn't know I was excited for this film, but I a little bit am now.
I'll check that little trailer out.
No, check it. It does look good. They're doing a whole timey-wimey bollocks, multiversal shim-shams.
Multiversal shim-shams?
That's it, multiversal shim-shams. Because they have announced that there's going to be like a Doctor Strange multiverse madness film, but it seems they're going to be bringing it in early with this film.
That reminds me, I downloaded not a fish called Wanda, WandaVision. Sorry,
WandaVision.
I found
Okay.
WandaVision on my official subscription service.
You had a look for your DVDs, and lo and behold, you had a DVD of WandaVision this whole time.
Someone must have planted it there.
I
So
may have to
let me
borrow your DVD.
well, I can set up another user on the streaming service. We hoping if we had the same fucking excuse.
Okay, yeah.
And
Baton le Memoire. No one knows what Baton le Memoire means.
It's doing that one.
What about Loki? Have you got that on DVD yet?
Yes, actually, I have.
Yes. Oh, if you could lend me that DVD as well, because that's WandaVision I'm excited for, but Loki I was a bit more excited for. Cause...
Yeah, I finally got round to to looking for it, and I've had him there for a few weeks actually. So
oh no,
it's 25th of July. It says on the date modified.
Date
so yeah, on Memoir.
On the price sticker you still haven't peeled off.
As you know, I've attached the VAT receipt to it, so I could, because I always do my accounts at the end of the financial year.
Okay. Perfect. I mean, if we didn't have 50 other things on the go already, I'd say we could try and react to some of them, but no.
Yeah. Well,
I'd rather just sit down. Oh,
let me add it to my little list. I've been putting a little list together of things I want to watch that might other people might want to see me watch if you catch my drift.
Well,
Vision,
Loki. Well, if you do, I wouldn't mind being your sidekick. I'm the resident comic booky one. I'd say Rich is probably the resident MCU one.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely the resident comic booky one. I'd be able to catch references.
Yeah. Ratch references.
And you know me, I just like recording shit.
Yeah.
I only have confidence in front of a camera.
I have confidence in camera, as from The King and I.
Oh, well, okay, fair enough. Oh, Christian,
Aussie,
something interesting I've discovered. Did you know the origin of the word Burke?
Yeah, Berkshire Hunt.
Yeah, cunt.
Sorry.
No. Fair enough. I'd never knew it before now, and I mean Berkeley Hunt. Sorry,
Barkley.
Bark, whatever. But yeah, that gave me giggles. I enjoyed that rather much.
I did only find out why Havana Butchers is what it is from a recent Doctor Who episode where what's his fucking name? Bradley Walsh explains to the lady from the future why he says let's have a butcher's, because she doesn't know what he's talking about. It's a butcher's hook.
Look, okay, yep, I get it now. I remember now that we've said it, but I'll be honest with you, until we just said it, I had no memory of that. I pay none of that series stuck.
Yeah.
Or at least none of the good bits.
It's the word hour. Do you know why Harry is short for Henry?
I didn't know that Harry was short for Henry.
Harry is short for Henry, which is weird because it's not short for it at all.
No. That's...
it's actually not. It's not strictly speaking short for it. It's actually the English pronunciation of Henry. Because all our kings and queens and royal family and monarchs back when Henry was first introduced as a name, they were all French, and so they all said, like modern French, they say Henri. In Anglo French, it was Harry.
Yeah.
So that's why it's literally meant to be pronounced Harry.
Oh. Okay.
And then I guess obviously down the years people have just seen it written down and been like, that's Henry. So there you are. Well, Henry facts.
Henry facts.
You got any Henry facts? They can be Thomas related if you like.
Oh. Henry was built wrong.
Die Henry.
How he was meant to.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it was his it might have been his smoke box that was slightly smaller than it should have been compared to the rest of the models of his type. And that's why we had, if you go to TS Reactions Nostalgia Trip episode 2, where we watched a Thomas special and we get multiple references to Henry being ill. And that's basically what's ill with him is that he's got a slightly smaller smoke box. I believe it's either the smoke box or it might be his boiler. But either way, he can't quite... I'd guess it's smoke box because he can't quite fit as much coal as the rest of his types. So he keeps breaking down and he needs to get refitted with a new... Well, before he gets refitted, he needs special Welsh coal.
Oh.
And then he eventually gets Welsh coal straight from Pontypandy. But then after an accident with the flying kipper, he does have to get refitted and rebuilt. So there you go, Henry facts.
Henry facts.
Not really fact. Well, it is facts, but it's more like his entire life history.
Federation Against Copyright Theft. Fact.
And then after that moment, he lost all characterization.
Oh dear. I will say I was a little bit disappointed in when we watched Thomas the Tank Engine Kai, and they changed, I can't remember which one's characterization, from being like snooty and not wanting to ruin his paintwork to just being like a...
it was Henry.
Was it Henry?
Yeah. Henry,
that was a bad character change. It was Flanderization.
Flanderization of the original character.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I had to think for a moment what you meant by Thomas Kai.
I'm glad you remember. No one else will fucking know what we're talking about.
It took me a split second. Yeah, for the benefit of the tape, should we tell the benefit of the tape?
Let's benefit them.
They remade the first arc or so of Thomas in CGI as a mini movie, and that's what we're referring to as Thomas Kai.
Because they cut out the chaff.
Yeah,
us only with precious wheat.
It wasn't a bad little movie. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't the same as... It wasn't as nostalgic, but like I said, the CGI series has got some things over the original, but the original is still the original, and yeah.
Yeah. I did get the warm nostalgia fuzziness watching the original one. It was good.
Yeah. What was it? The care home I've been working at this week. They have a little like mini train set, but it's behind glass.
I got so confused because we speak so often about us ending up in the retirement home in 50, 60 years. I had to really kind of refocus for a second. Then I'm like, hang on, wait.
This week I've been working in a care home, and they do have like a little mini train set thing behind some glass. But I didn't want to ask about like, would you mind if I have a little fiddle about with your trains? Yeah. Actually, this is going to be a really weird question. Do I look
when
foreign
people die in care homes? Do they burn them for fuel?
Yes, and yes, but do I look foreign in any way? Because twice in 2 different care homes, I've had someone ask me where I'm from, and then be surprised to find out that I'm British.
I think,
and I've always been British.
I don't mean any disrespect, but I think
to me.
Are a lot of care home staff foreign because it's the kind of job that only a lot of foreign workers do? You know, do they just assume you're foreign because all their other workers have been foreign?
Yeah, but not everyone there is foreign.
Right.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say there's an abundance of foreign workers. I'd say it's a good sort of split. Like, not necessarily 50-50. One might be one in one direct, but it's relatively middle balance.
Maybe it's because of the piercings and stuff. They think you've got like tribal markings that you're from some maybe a tribe up the Limpopo.
Well, I don't know, because the first one thought I was maybe Chinese, and then the second one thought I was maybe Italian.
Okay, black hair could do both of those potentially. Not the skin color though for Chinese.
No, that's
not wishing to stereotype, but I think that's a pretty safe one.
No, I know that's why I'm a bit sort of like Italian. I could see a bit more, just white, black hair maybe, but
how very odd.
Yeah, just like strange that it's happened to me. Like the first, like, because like it happened 2 or 3 weeks ago in a different care home. That was when the Chinese one happened. And then I forgot about it. I let it slip my mind. I thought, okay, that's just something odd that guy was foreign actually.
Right.
That asked me that. But the second time it wasn't. Yeah. And that happened not today, but Tuesday.
Next time we meet up, I'll be looking at you askance trying to figure out how foreign you look.
Is it like, was I maybe a bit stoned and my eyes were just a little bit quite close together? Or do you get what I mean? Or
his eyes are too close together.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not trying to get in any way anyway, but it's just, what? Just for the benefit, like, literally, I thought you couldn't get the whiter British looking emo guy sort of look.
Maybe it's just the emo look. They don't know how to process it because it's kind of past their time, after their time.
Maybe, yeah, maybe the piercings, he doesn't look like one the hair.
Of us, sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe. But like, for the benefits of it, go to either of mine or Christian's channels. We've mentioned them like 4 or 5 times now. And just take a look at me. I'm the one with the piercings and the long hair. It's, yeah.
No, that has tickled me.
It tickled me the second time. Just the rest of Tuesday, and then I completely forgot to mention it in Minecraft. So I was just we got into Minecraft, and I reckon it was quite a good session, and we just got into it.
Yeah.
And I was going to mention it then, and I completely forgot. But yeah.
I might call this episode "How Foreign Are You?"
Oh God. What we're not calling it the Podding Sheds.
Oh, that's another good one. Oh Jesus, yeah. Think about it.
Think about it. See what tickles you in the re-listen.
Yeah.
Wow. You got anything to bring to the table? I've been talking for quite a bit.
No.
No. Oh.
No.
I've got one more thing I thought of.
Yeah.
And it was just, I've started a list of useless superpowers.
Oh, cool.
So, like, toilet paper bender. So you can sort of just control toilet paper. But
it's like that guy paper. In, was it Mitchell and Webb, where he could make biscuits explode? Or levitate biscuits?
Yeah. I think that sounds very familiar. Whether it was Mitchell or Webb or not, I won't quote you on that, but yeah. The power to rewarm beverages, but only to the perfect drinking temperature.
Oh, what about just short of the perfect drinking temperature?
I was mainly thinking because then it's not hot enough to scald anyone.
Yeah.
So you can't use it as a legitimate superpower.
We want it so not like literally useless, like just short of drinking temperature, but like it's an actual power with a use, but just not a superpower.
Maybe like a bit of both, because the toilet paper bender is quite useless. I suppose it's got the use of you could wipe your ass hands free.
Yep.
Or you could like, maybe if there's a spillage and you're downstairs, you could like bring the toilet paper from upstairs downstairs like a paper dragon.
If you're in a public convenience or at your place of work and someone's left misery on the seats or whatever you want to call it, you could scoop it up without touching it.
Or even something that does happen a lot more often is you're in a public convenience and there is no toilet paper in your particular cubicle.
Oh, yeah.
You can bend it from one of the other cubicles. I mean, fuck whoever's in those cubicles, but
that's optional. You don't have to
fuck their butts as well. Yeah.
We get the cardboard tube and fashion it into a little prong and go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the only two I had so far, though.
It might be one to like you were like a poo bender, but only your own poo.
Oh.
So then you could literally just like fully wipe yourself in one bend.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you'd never have like bowel problems. Like if you're a bit
Oh, yeah, 'cause you could
constipated, you just sort of
pull
it's
it out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
literally. I mean, your ass would be a bit sore for a couple of hours afterwards, but
And no to worry about Klingons. Just off it
yeah.
comes. Use the power. What about like the ability to find small objects that you put down an hour or two ago and can't remember where they are?
That seems a bit too useful.
It's too useful. Okay.
How about the ability to be able to find a needle in a haystack?
Yeah.
But only a needle and only in a haystack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just looking around my room for something that could be like. I can't think of anything.
Yeah, well, something we can work on for future times.
Yes.
It's something that, like, if you just ever think of one, write it down, bring it out in a podcast.
Think
Pop
of
it out
one,
in a
write it down.
podcast, as they say.
And all day you'll have good loun.
Ooh. Oh, and I've only got I'm not going to mention them, but I will say I've started thinking of tasks for if we ever do a completely copyright own copyright show, mission master,
generic task-based comedy show.
Task-based comedy show, that's it. Yeah, I've started trying to think of some of them.
Cool.
So I figured at the worst, get the bowl rolling.
Yeah, get the bowels rolling.
Is if I plan the first one, get the ball rolling, and then if people enjoy it, we can see if anyone else wants to plan an episode where they're in charge.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I still won't tell either you or Rich, because depending on who is that, basically I'm going to be the little Alex Horn of the first one, and either you, Rich, or whoever will be the taskmaster. So they can't really know what's coming either, because they need to see the tasks when we show it in the sort of the show. So then you can give your sort of like genuine reaction and scoring based on what you've just seen.
Yeah.
Only one person sort of should know the behind the scenes context sort of thing.
I'd be quite up for just kind of like alternating who's the master and who's the taskee.
Well, that's what I was figuring we could do. We can always whittle it down, so we may be at the worst 3 contestants, 4 if we possibly can.
Yeah.
And then 2 just a so we'd basically, a minimum I'd say is 3 contestants, a taskmaster, and little Alex Horn. the little sidekick, the one that makes the tasks and kind of
owns the program.
Well, that is, but it's more sort of you need an umpire.
Yeah.
At the task who isn't going to be the master.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then after the first episode, we could say me and you could actually become contestants, and then we'd leave it up to Rich and Alex to be the master and
swappity do that.
Yeah.
Swappity day.
Or obviously if Tilly and her bloke, can't remember his name, Rob, or Richard's girlfriend, can't remember her name. Nay. You can't remember it either, or?
That's right. I have no idea what it is.
Sorry. Sorry, is it sad that I laugh at my own jokes? I think I laughed more just because that was a perfect Chuckle Brothers moment between us. And I love it when we have them. But
have a chuckle.
Basically that.
Cool.
That's everything I've got.
I had
sticky note of.
I had
podcast.
No. I did have one thing. I mentioned it to you actually outside of any episode, but I did make a note of it podcast-wise, because obviously we spoke about Sean Locke last time, and I heard a story about Sean Locke.
Yes.
That to share. So Toby Tarrant's son is a radio presenter, and he was saying on the radio that years ago they did Channel 4 did a comedy roast of Chris Tarrant. Did I say Chris Tarrant the first time?
Chris Tarrant's son.
Yeah. Who is called Toby Tarrant. They did a comedy roast of Chris Tarrant, and afterwards Sean Locke was one of the comedians. He was told that Toby Tarrant was a huge fan. He came up to Toby Tarrant and said, "Nice to meet you," etc., etc. You know, and took his phone and said, "Sorry, what was that?"
Nice to meet. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
To meet you. Nice.
Yes, exactly. Took his phone and said, "Look,
so sorry."
Here you are. It seems I've just taken the piss out of your dad for 20 minutes. Here's my number. If you ever want any tickets to any of my shows, just give me a text and I'll sort you out." And he didn't for a while because you just kind of wouldn't really want to take the mick with someone like that. But then a few years later, Sean Locke was touring where he was, and he texted him, and straight away got a text back saying, "No problem. There's 2 tickets at the front desk with your name on it." And then he did it again a couple of years later when it was his sister's birthday or something, and then exactly the same thing happened. So yeah, just what a nice guy. So it was a nice story to share.
An all-round decent guy.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, no, it's not. Definitely rest in peace. Like we said.
Yeah.
I think we said it all last week, though. So it's it's definitely a shame.
Yeah. So it was a nice story to share, because I think, only me and maybe 5 people in Manchester and just a bloke in his van in London are the only people who listen to Radio X. So I don't think anyone else heard that story, so I thought I'd share it to our 1 or 2 viewers.
Oh, no. Branching it out in some pickle way.
Yeah.
Pickle.
Yeah.
Pickle. Is that in the night garden?
Yeah. And the Pontypines.
Yeah. I thought so, yeah. They all start jumbling together now for me.
In the night garden is the product of a deranged mind. The mind of a child. In the body of a 30-year-old elk.
Oh.
With the feet of a tortoise.
Oh.
And the tail of a scorpion.
And the hair of David Tennant.
Exactly. Just the one bit of hair on the very top of its head.
The one hair that he stole from David Tennant
he's holding it in his tortoise hand. They have hands, don't they?
But he's holding it between the toes.
Oh yeah.
Between his ickle toes.
Like when the alien from Alien, his mouth comes out of his mouth. Tortoises have a little hand that come out between their toes.
Oh, okay. I was about to go about 2 hands come out instead of cannons like Blastoise.
Oh yeah. He doesn't need them. He's got the antlers.
Okay.
The tops of the antlers are like missiles. Anyway, I think we've just invented a Digimon.
Fan artists, get to it.
Yeah.
Because we certainly ain't.
We ain't.
Ain't. Actually, what number podcast are we on?
199.
Fucking hell.
I wasn't going to mention 200 because I don't think we're going to do anything.
No, are we abandoning that plan then?
Yeah, I was just going to mention it offhand halfway through next episode and for comic effect.
Okay. I was going to say, at the worst, we do something if Tovers can't make it.
Yeah.
But
I think we should at the very least do a live one.
It feels a live one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So next week we just do the same, but we do it live.
Yeah.
And in kicking. Okay.
And I'll try
cool.
I don't know if I've got live streams enabled on my Inaudible channel, but I'll see if I do, and I'll schedule it in for half 6 or something.
Yeah, make sure you've got notices for people to know.
Yeah.
I mean, no one's gonna watch.
Yeah.
Or listen, but
we got to do something, haven't we?
Yeah. Just so that we can say we did it.
Yeah.
Like, what did you do for your 200th? Oh, nothing.
I'll drop a message in Le Chat as well.
Le Chateau.
Yeah, I can go live on Inaudible. Cool.
Well, drop a message, see if we could all somehow meet up. But I don't think that's going to happen. So at the worst, we'll do live.
that's a bit awkward anyway because of the microphone setup and everything.
Okay.
Anyway. So yeah, YouTube. You can find it via the links. Inaudible, the channel is where we'll stream it. And that'll be Friday, the 3rd of August.
Put a notice on like the community parts of your other channels or something.
Yeah. Friday the 3rd of September, 2021. Clap, crackle, pop. 2021, it's August.
Oh, blimey. It's almost September already.
I know, I can't believe it.
Almost going back to school. Oh.
Blimey.
I mean, regular money again, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's annoying for me because the people upstairs haven't been getting up the same time as me like they do during school weeks and stealing all my bloody water. I don't know what the fuck they do up there, but I've never known anything like it. Yeah, so it's been quite nice to have 6 weeks of just having a shower with it not disappearing and then coming back and then disappearing and then coming back every 2 seconds. And I'm like, what are you doing? If you're going to use the water, just use the water. Anyway. So yeah,
back
if
to
you
the potting shed.
If you've enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, rate us on iTunes, or I don't know if Spotify, Amazon Music, or Ghana have ratings, but you can do it there too. Send us an email, contact@termco.net, and
.net's commander.
Yep, you can find my channels, Invisible Tower, Christian444, Aussie is TS Reactions. Oh, and Misty Trees, sorry. We cross the streams in various combinations on various channels at various points.
We're basically sidekicks to each other's channels in different ways.
That's right, yeah. I think we're both sidekicks. there's no main one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends on what channel you're... Legitimately, it depends on what channel you're on.
Yeah.
Because you're in charge of yours, I'm in charge of mine. But we cross streams so much that...
Well, if you watch Invisible Tower, I'm the sidekick to just, Salt.
Invisible Tower doesn't count. That's not a good channel.
It doesn't count, yeah. Tell me about it. Hey, we've also got a Discord server.
Shit, sorry. I forgot.
Forgot what?
Yeah. The decline of a certain...
Oh, the decline, yeah.
Tower.
Yeah.
Just you'd wed your woes to me about it behind the scenes, and I completely forgot.
I was going to cut that out in a bonus episode, but I couldn't be arsed. I did put an update on my channel community tab just to say it's still recovering from. I was playing as Provence, the game that was giving me all the trouble. And I said still recovering from Provence-related PTSD, just to let them know I was still alive.
No, fair.
But I did mention
have there been any trailers or anything for new expansions or anything like that?
No, they haven't even fixed the hot fucking mess they left the game in after the last expansion.
Okay.
They haven't even begun. It's just I don't understand how the people making the game can have such a fundamental misunderstanding of the game mechanics. It's infuriating. Anyway,
I was just going to say, for an easy video for that channel in future is that whenever they're planning the next expansion, just react to the trailer.
Yeah, I'll probably do videos about the patch notes and stuff because I normally read them. Anyway, so I did mention to you in the behind the scenes about how normally what happens is when I take a break from EU4, I end up thinking about the campaign that was giving me sleepless nights, and then starting to plan what I'm going to do makes me want to get into it again. So that started to happen again now, in fact. So,
okay, yeah, cool.
It's usually the way.
So you don't want to do any more Pokemon?
No, I do. I haven't. Let me edit the last lot first.
Just chuck it all up in one go.
No, I want to try and make Christian 444 just like the best ofs of these long ones. Because that is what I did with my EU4 stuff for a bit, and then I put a poll on the channel asking what people preferred, and it was 70% said put the full thing up, please. So that's why I stopped doing it. But I think it's better for things like Minecraft, Pokemon. Stick it up your Joker.
No, fair.
Anyway, we better leave it there, or I won't be bothered to edit this. You won't see it for another 12 weeks. So,
right, bye then.
Yeah. I was still doing the outro, but I guess that's it.